Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, and we're back for the weekly wrap up. Um, New messages, new readings start tomorrow. I'll be kicking it off with Divine Masculine and Feminine's situation. But like I say, it's the weekly wrap up. It's just getting a gist of all the energies that was popping off for this week for you to bring into the next week. Okay? Gonna keep the message quite simple. Try not to lag or draw this out longer than it has to. Just give me 1 second to get the spread out and we will begin. So, quick rants. Still doing specials, like I say, towards the end of the month. Every time somebody book, I end up knocking that out. Monica, I got you. It's been kind of taking a break from the first wave of readings that I got booked. So, still doing $25 readings, 24 readings, personal readings. Still doing $50 life coaching. Life coaching is basically 3 unlimited time readings or sessions, what I like to call it. From the first session to the last session, I'm always on call if you need me, or at least try to be. Like I said, I've been a little busy this week, knocking out readings and starting a new job and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Finally freed myself up to my last reading, which I'm going to do right after this reading. So, I'll be flexible and available. People who doing life coaching with me, just hit me up so I can let you know my work schedule for the week so I can work around y'all. That's about it. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant. And we will begin. Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction that you're going. That's the decisions that you're making. So mentality. So, mental health, mental capacity, mental state, so to speak. Cups. Cups are shoulders, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Cups are shoulders. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally, because your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. Then we got knees, which are wands. Wands are actions. That's things you're doing, things you've done, not things you're finna do, because they don't really mean anything. Actions and behavior. That's what wands are. And without wands, can't no pinnacles happen. Pinnacles are manifestations. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. A person, place, or a thing. And anything that's temporary. All pinnacles are temporary, number one. And all pinnacles expire, especially in this third dimension we call the world. So let's get with it. First card in this message, wrapping this week up, we got God, King of Swords. So God is the answer for everything. You know, where is God? God is up. What's up? God is what's up. Like, if you ascend, you will reach this energy. You know, like, we are gods on Earth, but we were created by even higher power, and that's the power that we serve. There's only one master. There's only one throne. There's only one God. I mean, like I say, we all gods, but we all bow down to one higher power, and that's this energy right here. And when this energy come out, it's either some good stuff gonna happen, some bad stuff gonna happen, or some ugly stuff that's gonna happen. But even if it's, good and ugly, that's a 66% chance of it being not bad. But even when it's bad, 33%, it's good. Because God don't make no mistakes, and God works in mysterious ways. Now, I was watching Vampire in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, on Netflix. And they had the preacher, who was the vampire, told the church to come outside, you know what I mean, because he couldn't be in there with all the crosses and the light, you know what I mean. He had to be outside with the darkness, you know what I mean, and he was making this plea like evil is good, you know what I mean, like without the dark you can't appreciate the light. Like, okay, that's that's really not it. Like, that's duality, you know what I mean. I told you, you only serving one master. There's only one throne out here, and God sits on that thing, you know what I mean. There's not two thrones out here. There's not two places you go to when you ascend. You only ascend one place, you know what I'm saying? There's only one right way, and that's up. Any other direction from up is a distraction and the wrong direction. Whatever God is to you. You can be an atheist, you know what I'm saying? Just find some type of higher power. especially as a so-called divine. Because without it, you won't really get access to places that you need to get access to. Anything you need, you can get it from God. Any answer you need, God can reveal it to you. Any person, place, or thing you need, God will supply. You're really supplying yourself with it, but it's getting in tune with God to get what you need. So once again, even if you're an atheist, son, like I say, as long as you one with the Creator, as long as you got a personal relationship with God, and it's a mental thing, having a personal relationship with God. With you with God, God is mental. Everybody has a mental, personal relationship with God. It ain't a physical thing. It ain't an emotional thing. You know? Can't feel God. I can't smell God's breath. I can't feel his clutches on me. But you know what? Mentally, I know he around. Mentally, I can get information from him. Downloads, messages, visions, signs, synchronicities. You know? Stuff registers in my mental when it comes to God. You know, in my life, in myself, and things of that sort. But, you know, if you don't know yourself, you don't know God. And if you don't know God, how you gonna know yourself? You're like God. So, you know, God's just a major point on everything. You know, to my spiritual religious people out there, just keep God first. Just like a vampire in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? When Angela Bassett, you know, got tested by Max the vampire. Like he took a cross off her neck, you know what I'm saying? He went through like look how Max the vampire, Eddie Murphy, went through so much like mental mind fucking. Like look at all the mind fucking he did to Angela Bassett just to get her in his house to dance so he can bite her neck and like basically turn her to the dark side. She was a woman of light. She was getting told by everybody around her to keep your faith, to keep God first. You're gonna get tested. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't no regular chick. You understand me? She's half a vampire anyway, you know. But just using that as an example. If you're a person of light, you're always gonna get tested by the darkness. They want you to be just like the Satan, Lucifer, the devil, three different people from three different places with three different agendas. They want you to share their fate. What's their fate? When it's all said and done, they non-exist. It'd be as if they wasn't even here. It'd be as if they wasn't even here. They're not gonna get sent to another realm where there's another throne. You know what I mean? For them to govern over God's people. Nah, they just don't not exist. And that same fate happens to any mortal that don't ascend. Bottom line, more important than anything else, we got 6 of swords. That's rolling with the homie. Who's the homie? God is the homie. Like I say, as long as you got a relationship with God, that's all that matters. I'm not preaching. I'm just dropping facts here. You are God. Know how you are. Don't let the world, you know what I'm saying, take God out the box and put you on a level higher than the Creator. Don't let the world misconstrue you on what and who God really is for you to, I don't know, go off your own understanding. I told you, God is a personal relationship. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. Question is, what kind of God you serve? I serve a good God that still gives out miracles, still splits Red Seas, still appears in burning bushes. Same stuff God was doing in the Bible days, God's still doing in modern day times. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed. Goes back to another rant. I'm an African American. Okay, I'm black. Just spitting facts, not being preachy. You know, a lot of people got a lot to say about me being a Christian psychic. A lot of people got a lot to say about me even claiming a Christian, given what's going on in the Middle East and shit. Well, my thoughts on the Middle East, like I said, if you don't know about struggle, then you don't know about black. If you don't know about black, then you don't know about struggle. And if you don't know why the Palestinians are actually pissed the fuck off, why they own what they own, they didn't start this shit. It started once that magic marker, back in 1941, America took a magic marker and made borders out of Palestinian land, son. It's reasons. You know, I'm American. I'm African American, right? So yeah, it falls on me. It ain't like I'm from Africa, like I am, but I have no roots there, so I wouldn't know. I could be a Native American for all I know. You know what I mean? Just keep it in no point. You feel me? Like, I'm an American at the end of the day. You know, by me being American, I'm Christian by default. I don't buy into that BS over there because I'm woke. I know what it really is. However, I would never knock my foundation. People got to think. You got Alpha and Omega. The first civilization started in Africa. The last civilization started in America. Who were these? Who was the race? Us, African Americans. In the 500 years we've been here, look at everything we've done. We've blessed the world 50 times over in just 500 years. We've done more in 500 years than most races. Most races been doing since the beginning of time. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So how can you knock a race with that type of foundation? My grandma's grandma was praising God hard as a mofo at church every Sunday, even in oppression, even in shackles. She wasn't just praising God to get her through. She was praising God for her kids can free themselves. Just like Harriet Tubman, man. Ain't nobody smiling for a reason. You can't knock Christianity, at least to blacks, because it set us free. It got us through. Once again, if you don't understand struggle, then you don't know about black. If you don't understand what the Palestinians are mad, you ain't woke, player. Get in the know. Bottom line, it's a lot of manipulation going on in the world. It's a lot of division going on in the world. It's a lot of programs. It's agendas. Going back to Satan, Lucifer, the devil. They got 3 different agendas because they're 3 different people from 3 different places. That's a lot of manipulation going on in the world. It's mental at the end of the day. That's why the sword is the first step in the process. Keep your head on a swivel. First thing, if your mind get took, then you gone. If darkness can seep in here, you're out of there. If a person can manipulate this, you're out of here. Only person that can be able to control this is you and God the Father. That's why you should six of swords. Roll with the homie. Get to know the homie. Get to know the homie. Truth has set a lot of people free. I'm telling you. Oh, you believe in a white Jesus. Oh, you slow. How you call yourself woke and psychic still holding on to them Christian values that oppressed your people. Christianity didn't oppress my people. The white man did. Yeah, I mean, like the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. It ain't advanced. It's meant to not get it twisted. But yet it gets twisted all day. God is the simplest thing to comprehend. And the most important thing to comprehend anyway, but it's getting twisted. It's just like this twin flame situation. Last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to get to this message. I've noticed that since post, the year after the year of union, which is what, 2008? Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 2018. Since the year of union, it's been like a drastic fallout with twin flames in general. It's been rolled off as if it don't matter. It mattered all the way until 2018. I've been seeing twin flame books since the 70s. So you mean to tell me from the early 70s to 2018, it was it? That was the business. That was what people was interested in. That was it. But afterwards, it don't mean anything now because maybe I don't know. You didn't get into twin flame union reunion recognition. A lot of stuff gets rolled off, just like Christianity. But that don't mean it ain't valid. This twin flame stuff gets rolled off all the time. That doesn't mean anything. Just like your relationship with God. It depends on what you do. If you ain't on your job, you can't write off the fact that this is an impossible job to get on. Just because you can't get in tune with God don't mean God don't exist. Just because you can't find your twin or be with your twin or make it work don't mean it's irrelevant or something like that. See, that's the plague of the world. Everybody want it their way like Burger King. Don't nobody really want to work for nothing. Ain't nobody ready to die for anything. Ain't nobody really standing on anything. But, you know. Stand on something or you'll fall for anything. Kicking this message off. In the feminine energy, we got the Knight of Swords. This is fear. A lot of feminines are dealing with fear. What's fear? It's the opposite of love. It ain't hate, it's fear. You don't hate somebody, you fear who they are. You fear their influence over you. You fear what they can do and what you can't. You feel their powers. You fear their ability. You fear, I don't know, their pinnacles. There's something about them, that's got you in a mental pickle. Ace to tens is karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. This is making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. This is being mentally discombobulated, making a decision. You're making a decision off pure emotion. You're making a decision off a reaction. Like, people just react to anything. Motherfuckers listen just to respond. Like, it's the way you go about everything. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Everything's been structured for a reason. So, saying all that to say this. Fear. Whatever you fear the most, feminine, because we had this in your last reading. Whatever you fear the most, face that. You can put your fears behind you. Whatever important thing you need to handle business-wise, you need to handle that now. All the small stuff that you've been doing, put that on the back burner. Put what's most important to the forefront. It's mental. If you don't handle your tough problems, if you don't handle what's important, your big things first, you know what I mean? All you're going to do is procrastinate. It's already a big issue that needs to be resolved, but why you sweeping it under the rug, thus putting more time on it, thus putting the need to get this done, putting more pressure on yourself when you don't have to. That's fear. Going off what you think and not what you know. That's fear. If you knew better, you do better. But since you don't know, you just act whips to your own mind. Get a grip. Our feminists need to get a grip on reality. Need to get a grip on spirituality. Need to get a grip on love. That's what I'm saying. Divine love. What's divine love? That's loving yourself and loving somebody else divine. You're supposed to be divine, right? Love somebody like yourself. Somebody who is aware. Somebody who is on purpose and path. Somebody who is doing God's will and God's work. These are the people you need to be building with. Not karmics who ain't on what you on, thus alienating you in a world full of regular folks. Got you doing stuff that you don't need to be doing or you ain't meant to do. Mental, man. Everything is mental. Everything starts here. Get a grip, firm grip on your thoughts, your decisions, the direction you going. Because you ain't you ain't constantly moving your life in a direction, then your shit is on autopilot. If you're on autopilot, then you just at whims to the world. Masculine, you kicking a situation off with a Two of Cups. This is a relationship, a connection, something real, something common, but something real. A lot of masculines are, like I said, they want to be booed up. They want something special. Tired of being out here single. They kind of want to buckle down. A lot of masculines tired of just being boyfriends. They want to see what's up with a husband. That husband life. A lot of masculines found nice feminists that they wouldn't mind making wifey, or what I'm saying, like having children or family with them. You know what I mean? These are special type of people you want to connect with. Just not no random. You ain't talking randoms here, masculine. You talking about somebody special, somebody worth it, or somebody at least worth your time, energy, and resources. Reason why this is so crucial and key right now is because we got the Queen of Swords. That's the Lucy Liu card. Like, that's being 10 toes the fuck down on mental direction you want to go with your relationship. Because you're going to have to, like I say, spearhead this relationship in the manner that it needs to be. The man proposes to the woman. The man jumps out the window for love when it comes to the feminine. Whether that's, like I said, you want to stop doing the apartment thing with your girl. And y'all want to get a house or get some property. start a business together. Like, take something to the next level. Like, it's cool us having this relationship. Be close, be cool. What we got a good thing. You know what I mean? But now it's time for me personally, mentally, to really align myself, to really direct myself. You know what I mean? To really decide to take this relationship to the next level. As a real man should. Feminine, you in regards to yourself, we got the double card. Double card been very prevalent in your in this week's energy. And the double represents overindulgence, uh, addictions, codependency, you being chained to someone, someone being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. Regressing back to old childish behavior or past behavior or doing stuff you said you weren't going to do no more. This could be relapsing. You wasn't doing drugs, you're doing drugs again. You wasn't drinking, you drinking again. This could be a bad contract, a bad agreement. Feminine, when it comes to a lot of y'all kind of got like a lot of bad contracts, bad business tactics going on with other people. Not divines, because I mean, if they were divines, maybe it'd be a different situation. But this is like lawsuits, petty court disputes, you doing business with a so-called friend, and they ain't holding up to their end of the bargain. You getting used. Somebody just taking advantage of your time, energy, and resources. They just using you for what they can get up out the deal and then not give back. You know, I mean, this is a person you chose to do business with. It's like when I was doing my rideshare thing. You know what I'm saying? A couple years back. Um, Instead of hiring, like I say, a person in a better position than myself, a wealthier position than myself, who probably could brought more to the table, I ended up partnering up with a person in the same boat as me. Another broke black man. You know what I mean? He's smart just like I'm smart. We both unorthodox. We was definitely, in my personal opinion, you know, a good match to really get this rideshare company off the ground. And I'm a bad judge of character. You know what I'm saying? I'm very naive when it comes to people. Because I just treat people how I want to be treated. I give people the same respect that I want people to give me. But like I say, this is the world. It ain't like the world is full of divine people. It ain't even like the world got more divine people than karmics out here. It's 70% karmics, 28% divines, and then you got the 1-2%ers. I know that sounds like some 5%er shit, but it ain't. Fact of the matter is, 7 times out of 10, the person that you meet ain't gonna be for you. 7 times out of 10, the business partner that you looking for gonna be shite. You know what I mean? It's like a 2.8, 20.8% chance. You know what I'm saying? Like a 28% basically, 28% chance, or 2.8% chance that you're gonna meet like 2 to 3 out of 10. Okay, you're gonna find what you're looking for. And usually when you find people that you need for business, for relationships, camaraderie, it's like you're looking for a church home. You know what I'm saying? What we do, we find a preacher that can really match the energy we really want to get further in our spiritual connection and relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Main thing I'm looking for in a church home is a good shepherd. Just a preacher who, like myself, tell it like it is, ain't afraid to shake shit up, and ain't afraid to put some light in the darkness, which is the church. You dig what I'm saying? A person that can shake the rug from under motherfuckers, that can expose the elephant in the room in this tabernacle. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of preacher I'm looking for. A person like myself. Keeps it real. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't scared to keep it real, who ain't trying to have it your way like Burger King, who gon' give it to you the way it needs to be gave. Straight raw. You dig what I'm saying? So, saying all this to say this. Feminist. A lot of people y'all dealing with that y'all need to deal with no more. You've seen enough signs. You've seen enough warnings to know who this person is. And really if you need to deal with them or not. This could be business, this could be a relationship, this could be a family member, this could be say your baby daddy, your baby mama, or whatever, you know what I mean? Whoever this negative energy is in your life, trying to stifle you. It's like a person trying to sue you, or a person just trying to do everything in their power to kind of like cock block you from doing what you need to do. It happens to me a lot. Most divine, you just like you can stagnate me, but you can never stop me. You can make it hard for me to push through, but I'm gonna push through. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, that just comes with the world. A lot of you feminines are dealing with demons, personal demons with yourself, or just devils around you. You need to, like I said, throw the holy water on. You need to flick some light on. You know what I'm saying? So these dark motherfuckers that be hiding in the shadows and shit can get the fuck about your space. You know, it's just really turning the lights on in your life to see what's real and what's not. To see people for who they really are. Masculine, you in regards to the feminine energy, you got the Ten of Swords. You had this all week too. It's a permanent ending that's gonna happen. Your old self has to die. Why? So you can be reborn into this new divine creature that you are, that your feminine been trying to, I don't know, awaken. It's like Unleash the Dragon or some Cisco shit. It's just like Cisco unleashing the dragon. Like it's a rap. First song of that shit, y'all niggas go make me unleash the dragon. I don't think you really wanna unleash the dragon. Niggas, and he say, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? That whole album. It's just basically Cisco's coming out album, not coming out album. Maybe see it. You know, nigga been real zesty. You know what I mean? But look at that album though. Song, incomplete. You know what I mean? Like it's some gems on that album, bruh. Like it was very personal. You could tell that boy put a lot of time, energy, and resources in that album. And that album was a slapper. Production was on point. Yeah, good rappers on there. You will be like, at least the Dragon, man. Like when Cisco put that out, it was a rap. When the next Drew Hill album you heard. Yeah, I mean, it took Cisco to a whole other level. It's like Beyonce taking off past Destiny's Child. You know what I'm saying? Or Diana Ross surpassing the Supremes. Or Teddy Riley surpassing Guy. Like, or Raphael Sadiq passing Tony. Like, it gets to a point where you surpass, you know, your crew, your group, your structure, like where you come from. And, you know, like I said, things have to end. Some things have a good run, but you know, it's like Jay-Z departing from Rockefeller to really get on his Rock Nation bit. I mean, it took a lot of good, bad, and ugly things to happen for you to free yourself. Like I say, double card. A lot of people might sue or want to take you to court or want to take what's yours. You know, given this ending that's going to happen, but you know what time it is. This also could be a court summons. You know, a lot of masculines are dealing with some legal stuff. Could be a lawsuit. Could be, like I said, you owe money. Could be a financial misunderstanding. Maybe somebody tried to get a loan in your name and succeeded. You trying to fill your name. You know what I mean? Like something about you that's gonna die. Like I say, you've been addicted to some shit for a minute. You finally finna quit this drug. You've been in a fucked up relationship this whole time. This karmic relationship, this funny, fuddy duddy ass relationship. You're gonna finally end it. You've been meaning to recreate yourself, rebrand yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like renew yourself, rejuvenate yourself. You working on a new you. In order for you to be this new person, your old self has to die. And that's what's going on. A lot of masculines are killing off their old selves, thus becoming new creatures. So feminines, you know, it'd be good for you to see the change in your masculine. We all transform. I did. A twin transformed me into a whole other person. I didn't have this intellect. I wasn't this close to God. Like I didn't have these powers. I didn't have none of these skill sets and crafts that I have now. None of this came until, like I say, I got recognition with my twin, which was 2012. So 2012 to now, I've changed to a whole different person. So as my twin. But I see the change in my twin now. He's changed every level. Physically, mentally, spiritually, etherically. He's a whole new person. You're a better person. Healthier person, smarter person, wiser person, more divine person. You're kind of more up there than I am. You're probably sitting higher than I am, keeping it real. But I'm glad he's not the person he used to be. I remember who he used to be. But that's just me knowing him later on in life. My twin is, like I said, 30 years my senior. So he used to be a few people before I met the person he was when I met him. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So, transformation is happening on your masculine's behalf. Feminine, it'd be important to catch that, to acknowledge that, to really speak life and beef your masculine up for the changes that you see. You wouldn't want to go out and get a new hairstyle only for your husband or boyfriend to not notice it. Yeah, you'll be mad as hell. You ain't even know that I got my hair done. Like, you ain't even notice I changed my whole style up and shit. It's like, yeah, I noticed. I just can't say nothing. So why would you do with your Why would you do that with your masculine transformation? So, masculine role, feminine. You in regards to the masculine, you got the Five of Swords. This is focus. Oh, you don't see no changes in your masculine? Why don't you focus just a little bit more harder? This is a collective reading, right? Old masculines are dying. They're transforming into new masculines, new men, new women, new people overall. It'd be helpful, feminine, to peep that. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. You will want to know that your masculine is a different person. That it took a lot of time, energy, and resources to make this transition even happen. You're a big part of it, not all of it, but you're a major part in this transformation. But like I said, a lot of you feminists walk around thinking y'all masculines the same person, or on the same shit, or dating the same karmic, or you know what I mean, living the same lie or something like that, when they're far beyond where you think they at. You think they here when they here. And you not seeing it and trying to treat them like they on this level when they here is only gonna mess you up. They only gonna hit you with something to make you review and analyze your damn self. I mean, that's what the masculine does it for. He ain't just helping himself out, he eventually helping you. Because this little new influence he on gonna rub off on you eventually. Focus, feminine. You need to focus on what matter and what don't. Seems like you putting too much focus on fear. Seems like you put too much focus on, like I say, negative energies, negative vibes. Like I said, you spend all day cleansing yourself from bad vibes and negative energies and shit like that. Like I say, man, eventually you're missing the whole point. Like how much cleansing you need to do. I know I might sound ignorant to y'all saying that, but for real, how many times y'all gonna cleanse y'all space? Y'all, like, from what I see, your space should be spick and span from all the cleansing you be doing. Your body should be whole and holistic at this point. All the cleansing you doing, you get what I'm saying? Like, drinking too much water can be bad. Too much of a good thing is bad. People want to get high when they doing messages. I'm telling you, that's dead. I ain't did it in 2 years. Like, if I got high while giving a message to y'all, y'all wouldn't even, like, y'all, it hits y'all different. Y'all won't respect nothing I say. But yet, these so-called people, that's all they do. Think about that. A person got to get high every time they talk to y'all. That screams a lot about their situation and the type of person they on. It don't matter what kind of drug it is. I don't care if it's marijuana. I don't care if it's nigga aspirin or something like that. Like I say, that's dependency. That's the whole devil card. Since when did junkies become teachers, man? Yeah, it's just we. I don't care. Like I say, You got all the time in the day after the video to get high. You understand what I'm saying? But choosing every time you want to drop a message or use God's name, I mean, y'all already talk about God and shit. Whatever y'all do. Like I said, if you getting high every time you address the public, every time somebody see you getting high, like I said, you an addict. And what can an addict tell me? Shit, I smoke myself. You know what I mean? But honestly, I got self-control to not do it in front of y'all. I don't talk to y'all that much as it is. So if I'm blowing talking to y'all, then imagine how much I'm blowing outside the camera. Like, it's got to be moderation to things. And that's the stuff you feminists got to focus on. Like, the readers you getting readings from. Focus on who you getting advice from. Who you getting spiritual advice from. Like I said, you can't have everybody in your space. You can't have everybody in your energy. You know what I'm saying? Mostly, I'm telling you, 7 times out of 10, they ain't for you. The general population of psychics and readers and stuff like that, man, like, they false prophets, they false teachers, man. They here for the system. They here to send you off your own ascension journey. They here to steer you away from what matters, not have you focus on what really matters. Motherfuckers that have you so used to like I say, saying this, I'm gonna move on. When I'm saying in the spiritual community, man, people are really using drugs with spirituality. It's like, here's drugs, here's spirituality. Y'all put it together. Like the shit go hand in hand. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like, since when did becoming spiritual mean becoming high? Like, it's mind altering. Whether you're doing weed, shrooms, DMT, it don't matter, bro. Like, maybe, like, goes to the overall energy, personal relationships, masculines, feminines. The relationship you got with God is a personal one. You dig what I'm saying? So whatever you do to get high with the most high, that's cool for you to do it. But it ain't cool for you to do what you do, like, in front of everybody. Or make it seem like this is the way to get to God. Like I said, the world's full of slow people. They're just gonna automatically assume that, hey, I need drugs to get closer to God. I'm trying to get high, right? Like, we going up, right? All right, I'm trying to go up too, physically. I ain't just trying to go up spiritually. I'm trying to go up physically too. You feel me? Like, nah. Purge. A lot of purges gotta happen. You need to focus on what you need to purge yourself from, feminine. It could be just the influence of people in your life, the influence your friends got on you, the influence your spiritual advisor got on you. I see how women act with they preachers, they pastors and shit. They bishops. Bishop tell a chick to get a flu shot that she don't need, or to vote for a politician that ain't even in her ward. You know what I mean? Just because that's pastor and pastor said to do it, and people just doing what pastor say. Just because this is your psychic reader or spiritual advisor, you doing exactly what they telling you to say. I don't tell y'all to do nothing but ascend, and that's to go up. And that's something you got to do. I can't make you go up. I could tell you where the direction freedom is, or the direction the way out the matrix, or I can tell you the way to get to God. But like I say, you're gonna have to do that. Just a lot of focus. A lot of y'all are missing out on. Y'all thinking what's popping in the world is actually popping when it's really not. If anything, it's cock blocking your ascension process or stopping your ascension process. You just gotta focus on what matters and what don't, feminine, because you've been not focused lately. And I ain't just speaking to y'all. I'm gonna divine feminine myself. I'm speaking to myself too. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, you got the 6 of Wands. You winning. This is victories, wins, and celebrations. You a winner, masculine. You won in a lot more ways than one. When it comes to your health, a lot of you masculines won. Y'all got y'all health back. When it comes to like self-control, a lot of y'all masculines won. Y'all got the power back in y'all life. Y'all got y'all selves stable. Y'all came a long way from where y'all used to be. You know, a lot of masculines are winning right now, man. Going back to my twin flame, man, like he winning. Like I like where he at right now in his life. He's got more wins than a little bit. You know, coming from where he used to be. Like when I first met this dude, to where he at now, he winning. That came from his actions. He's the king of wands, right? King of actions. It's your masculine's actions and behavior, things he's done, things he's did that got him winning right now. So once again, feminine stuff you need to be focused on. Beef your masculine up, man. Praise your masculine, man. Really give him his props. All the work, time, energy, and resources he didn't put into himself, because it's made him a better person. And what he's doing, feminine, you need to take notes, acknowledge, and do what he on. Shit, he's living his best life. He's doing what he got to do. You need to do the same thing. Not follow your divine masculine, but like I said, it's like a person winning in the stock market or winning in cryptocurrency. It's like, yo, put me down. Like, tell me what you're doing, or tell me how I can do what you're doing, because it seems like what you're doing works. And I'm trying to do what works too, not what people telling me stuff that works. Not me even being unsure. I need to know for sure. You know what you're doing, so I need to watch you, so I can do what you do, so I can come up, because it'll help what I already got going on. Future final row. Feminine, you got the Four of Cups. This is the world. Third dimension, temporary space and time. The matrix, crab bucket, plantation as I like to call it. Whatever the world is to you. The world is a cup. It's what you feel it is. Whatever you feel the world is, that's what it is. So like I say, if you feel the world is a big, blue, beautiful ball where nothing bad happens, where everything is positive, you know, oh, I ain't got no type of negative shit in my cipher. All right, like I say, if you live in a world that's perfect, nigga, that sounds like a matrix to me. If you live in a world where, like I said, you feel everything all right when it ain't. Like, what's a plantation? Plantation is, like I said, it's a place where slavery is present. You enslaving humans. You're a human being, but you enslaving another race of human beings given a race. You feel entitled to do it. Slavery is still going on to this present day in the world. It's people who feel that they're entitled to enslave other people. That's not right. It's not right at all, but like I said, they feel it's right. Going back to the whole African American rant that I gave in the beginning of the reading, once again, same God white people were serving enslaving us is the same God we was serving being oppressed. It ain't two gods out here. I said this shit 2 times. It ain't two gods out here. We serving the same God. It's just one person serving God the way they ain't supposed to be serving God. See, if you in tune with God, if you in tune with the infinite, if you're doing what's right, then you would do what's right. There's a difference between knowing what's right and doing what's right. They knew what they was doing was wrong, but yet they felt it was right, thus it was right. Just like the world. There's so much evil shit going on, but if it's perfect to you, if what's going on in the Middle East ain't got nothing, no effect on you, it does. If it ain't affecting you, it's gonna affect your children. If the black people being enslaved for fucking 400 years and shit, you know what I'm saying, didn't affect you, I mean, it does. You know what I mean? Everything that goes on in the world affects you. We are all cells in the body that is the world. You dig what I'm saying? Like I say, just because you living in bliss land, just because you living in the matrix, thinking everything's sweet when it ain't. Thinking you in a positive, negative vibe free zone all day, every day, like, nah. That ain't how it works. Just because you feel good don't mean it is good. You can't pour syrup on shit and call it pancakes. Just because you feel it's that. Like I say, there's too much crap going on in the world for you to not acknowledge it. You can't be Ray Charles to the ills of the world. There's too many causes you can hop on. Like I say, if you don't know about the Palestinians, man, you need to wake the fuck up. If you don't know about black, you don't know about struggle. You don't. Think you do, but you don't. Everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to really be a nigga, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listen to black music. Everybody vibe to black fashion, like black art. Oh, black is, like I say, we're the omega. We're the last race. Everybody wants to be like this last race that's blessed the earth with its presence. But don't nobody want to be one when it's time to be one. This Omega race of the African Americans, man, look how we get enslaved. And it ain't just like we get killed in the dark. We get killed in the light. You see videos damn near 2, 3 to 4 times a month. 2, 3 to 4 times a month of us getting killed. It ain't just black men. It's black women, older women getting their ass drug out of cars, knocked the fuck out, beat the fuck up. It's an entitlement shit that's going on. To disregard the whole Black Lives Matters thing and create this whole Asian sensation to kind of like, I don't know, throw off the whole Black Lives Matter shit that was bubbling like a year ago. You feel me? Like, everything happens for a reason. It's what the world is to you. It's the matrix at the end of the day. And just like any other world, it's built for you to exit, to get in tune with the infinite and not focus on the low ass energy 4 cups that is the world. Get high above the world, ascend high and never descend again. Free yourself. You checked out the matrix. Ignorance is bliss, man. This world, man, it can really be your downfall. It's built like that. Like, it's the matrix. This world is built to keep you from ascending. This world is built to keep you right where you at. This world is built for you to share the same fate that Satan was for the devil. You know what I mean? And like I say, their fate is to not exist. Final card in this message, we got the 8 of Wands. It's communication or information, like books. You know what I mean? Hey, when the last book you read? Talk to the karmics. When the last book y'all read? Like, come on, man. Books. Fuck articles. Fuck the internet. Read books if you can find them. You know, they close Barnes and Nobles and Borders and shit. Like, it's the reason bookstores don't exist no more. You ever notice that? I was telling somebody, a coworker and shit. I'm like, man, back when I was a kid, my mom used to drop me off at Barnes and Nobles. Me and my brother and my sister, we'd be there for hours. That's how I came up. Yeah, I gotta work, and y'all ain't gonna stay at the house all day. So here, y'all stay here till I come pick y'all up. 8 hours. This ain't one day. This is probably like 2, 3 times a week. 8 hours at Barnes and Nobles. Come on, man. That shit was heaven. Like, I was studying on books on how to be a ninja. You know what I mean? Japanese art, comic books, Black history. Like, man, it's a fucking library, man. Like, a library, to me, it's a gateway to another realm, man. It's always been like that. But look at this new generation, man. They don't have none of that to go off of. Everything they get here, phone, this. Like, you see how black the TV is? You see how black this phone is? Like, the Black Mirror. Yeah, I mean, this is where people are getting information from more than any book. You know what I'm saying? These wasn't around when I was a shorty. I didn't get a phone until I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school when I got my first phone that I couldn't use till after 7 p.m. and I had to buy minutes on that motherfucker and shit like that. You know what I mean? I didn't get internet in my home until my senior year of high school. So from baby to 17 years old, you know what I'm saying? It was other methods of me getting information. And it ain't just getting information. You're going to have to corroborate it. You got to digest it, man. Like, really sifting through real and fake information in the world today requires a lot of focus. But it ain't just focus. It requires a lot of passion for you to even rise above the BS, low-level stuff that just plagues the world. Massing going to the future. It's time for you to read some new books. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for you to need some new literature. You a new creature, right? All right, new books. Like, you need a new library. You understand what I'm saying? You need new vocabulary. You need a new doctrine. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you cannot just be a new person physically. You need just a new mind. What changed about me? Last thing I'm saying, I'm gonna wrap this reading up. You know, what changed about me the most is what's in my heart and mind. Like, before I met my twin, before I got on this journey to be like a psychic and stuff like that, like, all I was focused on, all that was in my heart and mind, was like, weed, bitches, money, respect, power, filth. I needed money so I can get respect. I need to respect so I can get the power. You know what I mean? Like, I like getting high. Like, weed was my thing. I felt cool with it. I felt out of place when I didn't have it. It ain't the weed, it was being high. The addiction part of it. You know what I mean? Bitches. I've always been about the bitches, but I never thought that I would be like this divine feminine psychic dude that's respected by women the way I am. Like, women used to just respect me for my raps, my dig game, and like my pinnacles, what I had to offer and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was in high school, like 313 pound, boom. You feel me? Just the jolly green giant, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was Big Papa for real. I had like wit. I always had the gift for gab. You know what I'm saying? I always knew how to talk to females and shit, but it was on a whole nother level. Like Biggie with bitches. Look how Biggie rap. That's how I rap. How you talk to bitches and shit. That's how you talk to bitches. That's how I gain respect for them. That's some shit I told my twin. I'm like, women respect me the way I respect you, dude. That's a big change. You know what I mean? I'm like, you've been to functions with me. You seen how my clients react to me. You see their reaction to me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's real. Like, you see how they respect me. You see how they act all when I come around. You see how like my presence is felt in a room full of females and how they look up to me like a preacher or a priest or a bishop or some shit. I'm like, nigga, that's how I look. That's how I look at you. It's a respect thing. You know, it's one thing getting hoes because you won. It's like bitches just want to fuck with me because I got a cop, because I got money, or because I'm finna blow up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? To, women just respecting me for like what I do. Cause I'm all about women, protecting them, helping them, make sure, anybody, you know what I'm saying, out this whole LLE.Ascension thing ascends as women. You know what I'm saying? As a man, this is my job to protect the female. And then by me being a divine feminine, you know what I mean? It just really makes me being like the woman protector to the 50th degree. It's the respect because of what I do for y'all. Anybody that's had coaching with me, anybody that's had readings from me, you know how I get down when it comes to the women, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for y'all in a way that most men are basically unavailable for. So, masculine, talk, read new things. Like, your tongue need to be different. You know what I mean? Like, all I talk about is God. Like, real spit. What stay on my mouth more than anything is God. God, 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 God. Twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. Divine, 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 divine. Path, path, path. Purpose, purpose, purpose. You know what I mean? That's all I talk about. Like, rewind this message and pick a word that I repeat the most. And the word you're going to hear the most is probably God. Everything changes masculine, not just your exterior. Interior shit's going to change too. But that's the message that I got. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. Holla at y'all later. Deuces.